what are some of the good things that stood out that we did last weekend? Because, guys, let's just show the clips that you guys have picked in terms of what you're happy with the box, the attack, the line-out variation. We didn't drive much in the junior incoming series. Good driving maul, managed to score a try.
Yeah, I think if we go first to the mauls, maybe. I think we talked about it. The mauls weren't very good against Ireland. I like the variations we saw. First one was a straight maul, penalty for us. But we're going first to the attack here, so I think...
Yeah, I'll carry on because they're showing this one now. Man, that Dixon is a carrier. I love him. He's work rate. But now, this is what I want to show. Right there, and I bet you Tony Brown will fix that. They didn't play in the car crash. The defence can just swim off and move on. It's a 5-on-3, and we still don't get through there. Just on that one, if we play on this one, so this is not good, although you can see they're striving to get better in this department.
Nice work rate.
Nice work rate.
To be in place.
Yeah, so you see there we've got a double overlap, but the Aussie stopped us there for the simple reason we never pinned well. Now have a look at this one. We look at Ox there. Now it's much closer to the car crash. Now 4 defenders is pinned. Look at their eyesight. They're watching Frans Malherbe. They're watching the ball. So anything that goes at the back now will work much better. So in the same game, they fixed it. We're too deep at stages, not too much in the car crash. All 4 defenders are set now. Villiers holding this guy. Beautiful for young players there. Look at the ball and the eyes. He's holding him. He's hypnotizing him. And now the next defender has got no choice but to move in. Now compare that. This happened in the same game.
Yeah.
If you can see that change of... So all the call from the side of guys, you're not flat enough, you're not running early enough, and they adapted. And from here, because you've got the knife in now, they can turn it, and it's all great rugby up to now until Peter Steff scores. You'll see that... Talking about that Damian de Allende is an unsung hero, man. He's a brilliant 12. He's quiet. He's not a windgat kind of guy. He just plays. Have a look at that now. They couldn't pass. They've got the advantage. And now again, Sasha, good hands. Love what you're doing here. And you're putting Peter Steff running early and hard. Unstoppable. So I just wanted to compare Vic. And when we discussed this clip, from in a game, I thought, too deep. It's not going to work. We're not going to get through. And they fixed it like that.
And I think that's something that they still will work on. I mean, we're just starting to play a little bit with more width, but we need to get flatter. We need to play in the face. And I think that's what Sway's just showed us.
You know, when you bring that, they need to work on it. As a player, you know, I find myself, I think we're a bit untidy at times. We force the passes because we're trying to get there. As a player, Vic, I mean, when are you allowed to actually hang on, not force it? I know we're trying to play. Because at times where I see a Peter Steff, I'm like, take this one and he offloads and doesn't go to hand. We need, and I'm happy when you say we're going to get better. But for me, I sometimes feel we're untidy in that department.
Yeah, I always say the best players do the easy things right. So when to pass, when not to pass. That's what makes you a brilliant player, is to have that feeling when you through. Coach said you never offload. You pass before tackle or you pass through the tackle. So it's not in the tackle. You went through, you dominated the tackle. Now you can see the guy and you can give the pass. So it's not a 50-50. It's a pass after you've dominated the tackle. But again, back to Saturday. We all talk about this new playing a little bit with more width. That's not where we won the game. We won the game with South African DNA. We dominated the scrums.
For sure.
Our more work. We won the territory battle. And that's what it is. If we go back to our maul again, yeah, and that's what's so nice.
Brings a smile to your face. I can see it, boss.
First maul penalty. Then we went and we did something different. They even talked to Dwayne. He was so excited about, let's have a look at this. Look at this. The guy going up, going to the front. Again, Ireland were very good stopping us straight on. Now we've shifted it to the front, scored in the front. Next one, we did the same. We went around the front. We didn't maul it. We went to the front, we peeled. Yeah, look at that. Going up in there. Why do they go up in there?
I want to ask you that.
Yeah. So
why did they jump again?
Because then you can't play them. And remember, if you throw it to them on the ground, then they can get a hand in there. So it's nice to have it in the air. And it was a surprise. They didn't expect it. So if you stay on the ground, it's quicker. It's always better to stay on the ground because you can set it better. And I think there's another clip where Argentina did it against New Zealand. And they actually stole it from Australia. Australia did this a week ago. I think they did it against... They played
the punch maul to the front there. I love that one. It's a variation on the one we had.
Yeah. So here we see it, Argentina, dummy jump, and on the ground, And I mean, New Zealand are very good. They don't jump in that area. They punch you there. And Argentina caught them, watch her, on the ground. And as they go, they don't even take the ball. They don't shift them. It's just time. So on the ground, it's always quicker. But I think with us going to the back and then shifted it, go up in the air, they can't get there. They're not allowed to touch you. And remember, now, next week we play them. They can't put all their guys to the back. Now, if we throw to the back, they need to keep guys here. Now we can go straight there. Or we go there and we do a peel around the back. So all of a sudden, it opens up a lot of things.
So if you were the box now, Victor, with your experience in lineouts, the next game, where they did the yo-yo, up and up, so you can't tackle them in the air as you showed there. What would you do next game? Maybe the way the one Argentina did?
Yeah, maybe that. So that's why, and I fight a lot with guys, like with the All Blacks and the Aussies. Why do you give guys that back ball? So I'm always, you need to put up guys in the middle and in the back.
Give them the front.
Just give them the front. Then they can only do one thing. Now you give them the back. If you give them the back, they can shift it to the front.
True.
They can maul it. They can peel around the back. So they've got 5, 6 options they can do. But if you only give them the front, cover the back with guys going up, you just need to defend that maul there.
So what can we expect from the box? 11 changes. We're trying to find a new way to play. Exciting, guys. How do you think we'll approach this game?
That's going to be interesting to see because you never know with these guys. The very first thing I saw as the winger put the ball in. Colby puts the ball in, Reinach goes to the back. Love it because they're thinking out of the box. So, but to come to what they're going to do this game, I think they're going to do much of the same attack-wise. Getting the loose forwards wide, fixing their flat play, fixing their when to go wide and when to go narrow. But I won't be surprised if there's a maul set up in the midfield again. There's always something. And guys, players love it. You know when you get the confidence of the players backing you. And I remember, can I quickly tell you what happened years back in France? This Rassie Erasmus sees things 3 phases ahead before it happened. I often thought, I don't know if you've got direct links to what happened, but it was amazing to see it. We played a game in France, and I was sitting there, and he said, we're going to do this now. We're going to maul it, and they're going to maul it, cut off their legs, and Flo Low will steal the ball. And it happened. And they said, okay, Pollard, if you kick it out, he said to Jacques on the mic, the maul of their lives, I want it now. And then it was the maul of their lives, and we eventually scored. And I thought, wow, you know, it's a gift. If you can see things that's going to happen, you know what? My storyline is players love it. Because there's nothing that players enjoy so much. If this coach is a maverick, it's got mad plans, but hell, it works. You know, and that, so if on your question, what are they going to do in Perth? Man, they're going to defend well again because their defense system is so well. Vic, they'll scrum well. I'm a bit worried about the scrums.
Place first.
Would you tighten it up if you were head coach?
So
11 changes in Perth.
I think these guys need to show the basics. They can do that first. I mean, they're new players, so they must show Rassie, listen, we can scrum just as well as the other guys. We can maul just as well. Our defense, our intensity on defense is just as good. We can get over the advantage line. A guy like Lucania, he's probably got a better touch at 12. I mean, he's got beautiful hands. But he needs to get over the advantage line like a Damian de Allende do at 12. I mean, once we can do that, then they can show the skills that they want to show.
So you know what I would do?
What would you
If you look at Grobbies and Morna and Sasha and all the new guys, Elrich Low, all those exciting guys, I will keep on giving them the freedom that we saw lately now. Play your God-given act. Go, have fun. Because Morne van den Berg, you can't put in a box. He wants to play. The same with Sasha, we saw it. So you got to have that balance right, Vic. Conservative. Let's do the fundamentals well. But please, when it's on, it's on.
But I mean, Rassie, if you think about Marnie last year, when he came in for 100 in the end of year tour, he played.
Yeah.
And he played brilliantly. So you won't force him to play a certain way.
If they kick on Apelele Fassi, Owen, he must jawl. He mustn't kick back, he must play.
He must play, says First the Brain. Victor says, you know what, make sure the basics are in play. Only then can you get expensive. So for me, I'm seeing 2 different views here. One says, keep it simple. The other says, hey,